We are going to begin. And I want to welcome you to the 37th National Philanthropy Day Lunch. My name is Mitchell Spann. I'm from UC Irvine, proud Anteater staff member, and happy to welcome you all here today. Also a member of your planning committee, which we'll talk about later. But what I'd like to do first and foremost is talk a little bit about the wonderful lady who's going to be our MC this afternoon. She is a person who has been with us doing this for the last decade, and we are so grateful to her. It's my pleasure to introduce you to our Mistress of Ceremonies, Maria Hall Brown. Maria joined PBS SoCal in July 1997 and is currently a senior director. Over the years, she's produced numerous programs such as Real Orange, Bookmark, and LA Art, as well as documentaries including Henry Segerstrom, Imagining the Future, and American Voices. She's won 2 Los Angeles area Emmys and 8 Golden Mike Awards. A long-time resident of Orange County, Maria is the recipient of a Distinguished Alumni Award from UC Irvine, and we're so proud of her as an alum. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Mistress of Ceremonies, Maria Hall Brown. Maria.
People, lots and lots of wonderful people. Thank you, Mitch. I am so proud and honored to be here and to be your Mistress of Ceremonies for this wonderful 37th Annual National Philanthropy Day Luncheon. It's really great to see all of you. Do you realize we are a group of 800 today? We have not seen that kind of wonderful attendance since before the pandemic. So give everybody this. As Mitch mentioned, this event is incredibly near and dear to my heart, and frankly, that's why I'm here every single year. It renews my spirit and makes me have faith in the power of the goodness and kindness of humankind. We get to witness firsthand the wonderful tributes from the nonprofits who have been grateful recipients of our honorees' support and generosity. And the stories we hear today from the honorees themselves will touch your heart without question. And to get us started, I would like to welcome to the stage Chloe Warren, Elsie Mendoza, Karina Kastner, Maggie Mendoza, and Magdalena Elliott from the Girl Scouts of Orange County, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Audience, may I have your attention, please? Color guard, attention. Audience, please rise. Color guard, advance. Color guard, post the colors. Audience, please place your right hand over your heart and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard dismissed.
Our future leaders. Thank you to the Girl Scouts Orange County for leading us in the pledge and the wonderful frontline work that you do every single year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them another round of applause. And now to offer the invocation, please welcome Pastor Bob Ewing from Huntington Beach First Christian Church.
Would you all bow with me, please? Gracious and loving God, we come before you with hearts full of gratitude. We are entering the season of Thanksgiving, and we have received many blessings from your hand. I am thankful for this great nation in which we live, work, and serve. God, we recognize that you are a giving God, and recognizing that giving is a part of the American spirit, we have come here today to celebrate and honor those who reflect that spirit. I am thankful to be standing here amongst a group of men and women who care. Men and women who care, not just in word, but in deed and action as well. Thank you for the abilities and talents you give us that we can use to touch the lives of our fellow men and women. We are here to celebrate and to honor individuals and organizations that have gone above and beyond in giving. We thank you for their dedication and the efforts that are made to help others. And I pray that the example that has been set before us will be followed by others. I am thankful for the team that put this event together. I would ask you would bless our time together, including a blessing upon the food that we will receive. God, be with us today. In your most holy name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Bob, for those words of inspiration. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy your salad as the program begins. We have a special treat for you. The official National Philanthropy Day song, Now More Than Ever. It was written by Marvin Hamlish, the renowned composer, and you will hear how this came about later in the program. To perform for us today, it's my pleasure to introduce the UCI Claire Trevor School of the Arts choral students with Dr. Irene Mesaloras, UCI Assistant Professor and Conductor. Please enjoy the song.
Stand united, we must give all that we can give, and now more than ever, we must help our brother, with one another we will succeed.
Brava! Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wasn't that terrific? All right, we have to give them another round of applause because that is a wonderful way to start our day. It is now my pleasure to recognize the hard work of all those who served on the judging committee, led by co-lead judges Charlie Zhang and honorary co-chairs Victoria and David Collins. These community leaders led a panel of judges, also community leaders and philanthropists, who had the difficult job of selecting outstanding honorees from the over 100 nominations submitted. That is a true tribute to the good work being done here in Orange County. They reviewed submissions and made these selections in June, choosing the outstanding honorees that represent the very best in philanthropy in Orange County. We thank each of the judges for their time and commitment. Their names are in your program, but at this moment, will all of our judges stand so that we can recognize you in person? Judges? Hi, Charlie. Hi, Victoria. And thank you again, Charlie, Victoria, and David. Now, I want to introduce our fabulous 2022 National Philanthropy Day Orange County co-chairs, Kay Leinen and Sally Lawrence. Every single year, the Association of Fundraising Professionals recruits 2 co-chairs to lead and plan this very event that you are here attending today. It's not an easy task, and our community owes a great deal of gratitude, believe me, to these wonderful professionals, as they have spent hours, weeks, weekends, sleepless nights, on and on and on, to make sure that this beautiful award ceremony takes place. Let me introduce them. After completing a Master of Arts degree in dance from the University of Hawaii, go UH, Kay Leinen dedicated her development career to nonprofit organizations and is currently the Senior Manager of Individual Giving and Stewardship at the Segerstrom Center for the Arts, and has fundraised for the Asia Pacific Dance Festival, the Huntington Beach Art Center, and Pacific Symphony. In addition to her MA in dance, Kay also holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in French and a Master of Arts degree in French literature, both from the University of British Columbia, and a Certificate of Arts Management from UCI. That is one educated young woman. She is the proud recipient of the City of Huntington Beach's Community Services Department Award for Excellence and Association of Fundraising Professionals Be the Cause Icon Scholarship. Sally Lawrence. Sally Lawrence began her professional nonprofit career over 25 years ago with the remarkable Girl Scouts organization of Orange County. She's raised millions of dollars for several nonprofit organizations here. And as a volunteer, Sally has been the president of the Association of Fundraising Professionals, OC Chapter, co-chair of NPDOC. She served as board secretary for Art and Creativity for Healing, a sustaining advisor to the Christmas Company of the Junior League of Orange County, where she held several positions. In 2015, Sally was given the Outstanding Professional Fundraiser Award from the Association Fundraising Professionals OC Chapter. Sally holds a bachelor's degree in anthropology and Oriental Studies from the University of Arizona, her certificate in nonprofit management from CSU's Long Beach, a certificate from the Nonprofit Management Institute at Stanford University, and she obtained her CFRE in 2011. Believe it or not, Sally officially retired in 2020, and she lives in San Clemente, has 2 grown children and 6 grandchildren. I think Sally is one of the first people who I met in this wonderful event. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause as we welcome the intimidable co-chairs of this event, Kay and Sally.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kaylin Ann.
And I'm Sally Lawrence.
Thank you for joining us for our 37th annual National Philanthropy Day luncheon, which is now celebrated internationally. NPD began right here in Orange County 37 years ago. Sally and I are honored to serve as event co-chairs this year, representing AFP, Orange County Chapter. Co-chairing NPD is definitely a labor of love, and I consider it one of the highlights of my career.
National Philanthropy Day is a major annual event for AFP. It is a celebration of the dedicated individuals, businesses, and organizations whose contributions of time, talent, and treasure to our county's nonprofits has improved the lives of so many. Their passion for causes throughout our community, which so often goes unrecognized, deserves this day of recognition and fanfare.
At this time, we want to take a moment to thank our event sponsors who have contributed to the success of this year's event. You will find their names listed in the program book. We would like to give special recognition to our presenting sponsor, the Orange County Business Journal, our broadcast media sponsor, PBS SoCal, and to our community media sponsor, the Orange County Register, who has been sponsoring NPD for more than 30 years. We are also pleased to recognize our Platinum and Gold sponsors. Our Platinum sponsors are, and please hold your applause, the Illumination Foundation, Charlie and Ling Zhang of Zion Enterprises and OC Music and Dance, Pacific Premier Bank, City of Hope, and Gina Reed.
And our gold sponsors are Jacqueline DuPont Carlson, Metacroc, Union Bank, University of California Irvine Foundation, Talinvest Capital, Bank of California, Chapman University, Goodwill of Orange County, and Hoag Hospital Foundation.
And let's please give a round of applause for all of our sponsors. Sally and I also want to extend our deep appreciation to this year's National Philanthropy Day committee members, a group of 25 experienced and dedicated volunteers who have worked tirelessly since December. Yes, a year of dedicated service to bring you this beautiful day. We so appreciate their hard work and volunteer spirit. Will the members of the 2022 National Philanthropy Day Planning Committee please stand and be recognized?
We would now like to recognize the individuals and organizations that have been past Outstanding Honorees for National Philanthropy Day. Over 37 years, you have inspired us and been true champions of philanthropy in our community. These honorees are named in the program and in our own philanthropic halls of fame. In recognition of their contributions to our community, will past Outstanding Honorees who are present today please stand and be recognized?
In addition, we recognize the individuals and businesses that were submitted for recognition as honorees in 2022. Each and every one of you are being recognized today for all your exceptional work in our community. Sally and I had the privilege to attend the final judging meeting and to hear all the remarkable tributes made to each of you from all the nonprofits that submitted you for recognition this year. Although the judges chose honorees in 9 categories to represent all of you, you are all winners. We are a better, stronger community thanks to your presence. All 2022 honorees are listed in your program. Will all of the 2022 honorees please stand and be recognized?
It is now my pleasure to introduce the 2022 President of the Orange County Chapter of the Association of Fundraising Professionals, Dominic Mumolo. Dominic is the Director of Philanthropy of Providence Mission Hospital Foundation. His previous experience includes Vice President for Advancement, Laguna College of Art and Design, Associate Director of Institutional Giving at the Orange County Museum of Art, and Director of Development at Pacific Chorale. Dominic earned his BA in Music from UCLA. Please welcome Dominic to the stage.
Oh, he's that way.
There he is. Can I hand this to you?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to join Kay and Sally in welcoming you all to this very special day to celebrate the powerful impact of philanthropy in each of our lives and within the Orange County community. And it is such a great honor. Each year for Orange County's chapter of Association of Fundraising Professionals to produce this celebration, I'd like to throw a special shout out to the Providence table sitting right over here. You guys are so great for tolerating me. So AFP is the largest association of professional fundraisers in the world with 27,000 plus members in more than 240 chapters around the world. We even have a chapter in Egypt now, which is amazing. So it has inspired global change and supported efforts that have generated over $1 trillion. We are part of the mission to change the world, and our purpose and our members are out here to help you raise the money that you need to accomplish your missions. So we are thankful for your support. Your support of today's celebration will help us to advance the work of AFP Orange County, providing training, tools, education, and advocacy to fundraising professionals. On behalf of our members, it is a great privilege to recognize the outstanding contributions made by all the honorees today. The selfless efforts of these individuals, organizations, and businesses have advanced the wonderful work of compassion, community, and philanthropy in Orange County. And it really does make Orange County a wonderful place to be. And now, on to our first award. Today, more than ever, it is crucial that we encourage our next generation to appreciate, learn, and practice philanthropy as an essential joy of being an engaged adult. The Outstanding Youth Award honors leaders under the age of 21 who have demonstrated extraordinary commitment to the community through direct financial support, development of charitable programs, volunteering, and/or leadership. I'm certain that you will agree with the recipient of this year's Outstanding Youth Award is a tremendous example of those principles. So if you would please turn your attention to the screens.
Jasmine is one of the most remarkable young people I've ever met. Incredibly committed to her community, deeply interested in history and civic life.
She has this love of humankind that really brought her to do the projects she's done and also informs her whole worldview.
I got to meet her for the first time when she was in 8th grade doing a project for National History Day focused on the Mendez versus Westminster case that ended school segregation in Orange County and laid the groundwork for Brown versus Board of Education that happened 7 years later. Jasmine created a one-woman show where she played Sylvia Mendez, who was an 8-year-old girl who was at the center of that case, and Judge McCormick, and a cast of characters who were part of that case, and presented it as her National History Day project. She won Orange County, she won California, and that is sort of the foundation of all the things that she's done subsequently.
I know that through her high school career, she's been able to use both that project as a launch pad and what she's learned in Girl Scouts to work with varying groups on making sure people are heard.
And if you're ever fearful for the future of the United States, you need to meet Jasmine because she embodies the hope and the optimism and the commitment to have this vision for making a better America that is inclusive of everyone.
And she's just so inspiring. Talk to Jasmine for 5 minutes and you are also ready to change the world. So she's a great ambassador for Girl Scouts and for philanthropy.
And her personality actually reflects Sylvia Mendez in that respect. They're about 70 years apart in age, but they both have that warmth and care that crosses boundaries, that builds bridges, and that brings people together, and that's what we so need right now.
And whatever she ends up doing, I know that it's going to be that voice that people need when they can't be heard on their own. Congratulations, Jasmine. On behalf of Girl Scouts of Orange County, I am so proud of you. I look forward to seeing what happens next in your life. I know you will continue to make the world a better place, just like you already have.
Jasmine, we are so proud of you, so proud of the hard work you have put into everything you've devoted yourself to during your high school years. Now you're getting ready to go off and make a huge difference during your university years. But I just want to congratulate you for this very well-deserved National Philanthropy Day Award. We are with you and cheering you on.
Please help me welcome to the stage our Outstanding Youth Honoree, Jasmine Chabria.
Good morning. I'm so honored to be recognized as the Outstanding Youth Honoree for the 2022 National Philanthropy Day. As a little girl, I dreamed of being the next Taylor Swift and giving an acceptance speech one day at the Grammys. Little did I know, one day I would be giving a very different speech at 18 years old among such an inspiring group of people. First off, I would like to thank the Orange County Business Journal, the AFP, and everyone behind the National Philanthropy Day for organizing such a beautiful event. Thank you to Girl Scouts of Orange County and Miss Vicki Shep for training to be a leader and teaching me the value of my voice.
To the Orange County Department of Education, Dr. Al Mijares, Dr. Jeff Hittenberger of Vanguard University, Ms. Janice Minimitsu, and Ms. Sylvia Mendez, thank you so much for giving me the opportunities and platforms to tell the story of the Mendez family and teach awareness for this local instance of civic initiative. Most of all, I would like to thank my family, my mom, my dad, and my little sister, for their never-ending support and sacrifice. Today, we are here celebrating possibility. The possibilities we stumble upon to give, and the possibilities created for others through service. Possibility is such a beautiful concept because it symbolizes hope. It reminds us that we are in control of our lives and our world, and thus we have the power to make change. Especially in our extremely divided world, where progress and empowerment sometimes feel impossible. Hope is so important. I have devoted myself to philanthropy through Mendez U. Westminster because I find hope in my community knowing our collective history and building empathy. I am studying politics and economics at Occidental College with the goal of becoming a civil rights attorney because I find hope in achieving social justice through our legal system. It is essential that we all find a way to bring hope to this world and spread that hope to others who may not be able to create it for themselves. This is philanthropy, and philanthropy is human kindness. Some people call me an optimist because I believe so fervently in change and progress. But I call myself a realist because I have seen this happen and know it can be done. If this is anything like the Grammys, I'm sure the exit music will start playing soon, so I'm going to wrap this up. I'd like to leave you all with one final note. Everyone finds hope in a different way. So I implore you to reflect. Where do you find hope? And how can you create hope for someone else? Congratulations to the other honorees, and thank you so much once again.
Hold on to this. Stand right here for just a second. So, as part of the National Philanthropy Day, our AFPOC members have a tradition of giving $2,500 of their personal contributions through the AFP Foundation to a charity of our Outstanding Youth Honorees choice. But Jasmine, being who she is and the wonderful person that she is, she's chosen 3. So, and those 3 would be $1,250 to the National Alliance for Mental Illness, $750 to the Second Harvest Food Bank of Orange County, and $500 to Scholarship America for the Dream Award. You have to give a... So, continue to be an optimist, please. It is also our pleasure to announce that as part of her award, Jasmine will receive a check for $1,000 from the AFP Orange County Scholarship Fund for her continuing development and education. We hope to hear a lot more from Jasmine in the future. And again, let's give her another big round of applause, please.
All right, what were you all doing in high school? Thank you, Judd. Thank you. That is amazing. It is really, really remarkable to hear how fortunate we are to have these young people in our community. I am now pleased to introduce our next presenter, Dr. Edward Kim. Dr. Kim is a physician-in-chief and senior vice president of City of Hope Orange County, and vice physician-in-chief and professor of City of Hope National Medical Center. He's a clinician, researcher, world-renowned for his distinguished history of pioneering breakthroughs and immense oncology experience. Dr. Kim is a driving innovation in cancer care and delivery, developing paradigms for translating research into clinical practice and introducing new therapies at City of Hope's new cancer campus here in Orange County, and a network of advanced cancer care. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Kim to the stage.
Well, thank you, Maria, and thank all of you to show up today and really enforce around this. I was frankly kind of inspired by our young future generation, and the number of times she brought up hope and what type of future she's going to be, and that's empowered by all of you. So really, really great. And it is my honor to present this award this year. The Outstanding Philanthropic Group Award recognizes a volunteer group that has demonstrated extraordinary commitment to the community through direct involvement, financial support, and leadership. And before we look at the screens, it makes me reflect on a day like today. Sam Golter was the founder of City of Hope, not a medical professional, wanted to help people. And I believe that not only him, but also the organization that you're going to hear about really embodies philanthropy in its true form. And one of the simplest ways to describe it is generosity in all its forms. And that's the gifts of time, talent, and treasure. And all of you are doing one or all of those things today, and so it is really energizing to see all of you do that. So let's look at the screens now and hear about our honoree.
Orange County Association of Health Underwriters, women in business specifically, they are an amazing, beautiful, dynamic, eclectic, fun group of women.
I've been working with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation for about 23 years, and they were actually the first group of volunteers that I interacted with. So I definitely have a special place in my heart for them, and they're still here, and they're still fundraising, they're dedicated, and that means so much to me, and it means so much to our families.
They, for many years, have been supporting New Hope Grief Support Community in so many ways, bringing so much care and compassion and energy to everything they do.
Every year, Akahu puts on a golf tournament for us. They have done it for a number of years. It has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for CF, and they're always bringing new people in, introducing them to what CF is and why we need their support. They've also become involved with our chapter really closely, getting to know our families.
Those ladies are a powerhouse. They are boss ladies. They give of their time and their compassion, and it's so beautiful to watch them work together to throw this amazing fun event every year, and all the proceeds go to benefit our charity.
The mission of the CF Foundation is to provide an opportunity for all people with CF to live a full and productive life by funding research and drug development, and Akahu's involvement is allowing us to do exactly that.
Grief is a very isolating experience, and we say we suffer in isolation and begin to heal in community. And the women in business are a part of that community, they're a part of our family, and it's because of them that we're to have a much greater impact and greater reach into our community so that no grieving child or family has to grieve alone.
When Akahu got involved with the CF Foundation, life expectancy for someone living with CF was in the low 20s, 22, 23 years old. Today, life expectancy is 53, and that really is a direct result of fundraising from organizations like Akahu. We're extremely grateful for all they've done, and they really have shown us how committed they are. They've celebrated those successes with us, and it just means so much to us.
Without their support and their generosity and their time and their touch and their talents, our organization would not be in the place it is now to continue bringing hope and healing into the lives of bereaved adults, children, and families.
On behalf of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation and all the families that we support, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for all that you do.
So to each and every one of you ladies, I want to say congratulations on winning this award. It is well deserved. And on behalf of our board of directors, our volunteer, our staff, and most importantly, the grieving children and families we serve, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, as we get ready to introduce Pat Stifler to the stage, she's the president and public service chair of the Orange County Association of Health Underwriters and committee chair for the National Association of Health Underwriters, where she was awarded the Distinguished Service Award. Pat earned her BS in elementary education and teaching from Penn West Edinburgh and her postgraduate elementary education and teaching from Penn State University at the Beaver campus. Please welcome Pat to the stage to accept the Outstanding Philanthropic Group Award. Thank you, Pat.
Okay, well, first of all, I would like to say that this is not about me at all, but about the generous and incredible members of our association and the philanthropic committees. Many of you in the audience today have probably received your employer, your individual, or your Medicare benefits with help of one of our members. In fact, our philanthropic journey started with one of our members, Steve Corse, whose children were both born and diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. Our board decided we wanted to do something to raise money for research. So over 20 years ago, we started a golf tournament. 100% of the money raised goes towards the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation of Orange County. I'm happy to report that life expectancy has increased, and Steve's children are now adults with families of their own. That's due to research money raised by organizations like ours. Our past and current chairman, John Evangelista and Juan Lopez, are here today. Well, the women of our organization decided, we need to do something fun for us as well. So one of our members, Suzanne Purnell, also here today, decided to have the Women in Business fashion show and luncheon to raise money for charity. Coincidentally, Steve Corse's childhood babysitter, who had been a hospice nurse, had decided to start a nonprofit to help those families in grief. Suzanne met with her and decided this was the perfect charity for us to sponsor, since all of us will eventually face that in our lives. So the Women in Business Committee was formed, and a few years later, Suzanne decided to step back, and she gave the reins to me. Thanks a lot, Suzanne, by the way. Once again, 100% of the money raised goes towards New Hope Grief Support Community, and many of our community members are here today. Because of the generosity, we have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for cystic fibrosis and New Hope. I would like to first of all thank my husband, Bob Stifler, who he puts up with everything, and he's my biggest supporter and also a huge supporter of our association. And he's my biggest cheerleader. I would also like to thank the Association of Fundraising Professionals of Orange County for this incredible honor, and I would like to congratulate all of our fellow honorees. Thank you again.
It's a good day, isn't it? It is now my pleasure to introduce our next presenter, Todd Harmonson, Orange County Register's senior editor and one of the lead editors for Southern California News Group. Todd is an award-winning journalist who spent much of his career in sports as a reporter and later as the Register's sports editor. Todd has been honored by the Associated Press sports editors and the Orange County Press Club for his column writing. Please join me in welcoming Todd to present the Outstanding Small Business or Corporation Award.
All right, well, thank you very much, and thank you for having me again. I've always loved coming to this event because of a couple things. We've seen, with all the results that have been coming out in the election recently, how divided we are, right? Pretty evenly divided on many cases, but we're all united in support of philanthropy and the great work done by so many people here, and that's amazing to see, how this community comes together. I also use this as a guide to help us as we at the Register start to prepare our 125 most influential people in Orange County list. I just cheat and take the people from here. And yeah, many past honorees are in the audience. It's great to see you all. But it really is a pleasure to be here. So the Outstanding Small Business or Corporation Award recognizes a business with fewer than 50 employees that has demonstrated consistent commitment to philanthropy through its involvement in one or more nonprofit organizations in Orange County. Outstanding businesses make a difference, not only by providing financial support, but also by being leaders in the community and by driving innovation that improves the quality of life for everyone living in Orange County. Please take a look at the screen.
Telinvest has had a long history with our charity, starting as far back as 2010, and we are so fortunate to still have them as one of our top fundraisers.
They obviously love what they do. They love what they do at work. They love raising money for charity. They're really quite inspiring people.
What comes from really the principals and passes down to the team, it's really that they care for the community, they care for the families that we serve, and that really reflects in what they do and how they support our charity.
The Walk for Kids has been part of the whole organization for about a dozen years now, and it has been around 15+% of our annual budget for all of the programs. So for Orange County, this walk is critical for the fundraising needs for the year.
Since 2010 to 2022, bear in mind 2 years of virtual walks, Telinvest has raised over $360,000 just for the walk, not including personal contributions to our capital campaign that the partners have made.
Not only do they come to our events, but they come in and participate. They brought in a whole army for our Walk for Kids. And when they bring in the meal, it's the team that all comes in and makes meals for our families.
it's not just personal. They have educated their community, their partners, their vendors about our mission. Those partners and vendors have now also grown to support their own charities. And so it's just a ripple effect that we've seen. And we're so fortunate to be the main beneficiary, but I know that there are plenty of other organizations out there that have also benefited from this ripple effect that is Talinvest.
I thought about the 3 C's, and the first one is character. And when you look at Tom Sherlock, Eric Snyder, and Jim Davies, they're compassionate people, and character impacts culture. If I look at members of their team, they embrace the same values of compassion and integrity, and then that culture impacts really the 3rd C of community. They give back to make a difference, but they recognize how it impacts their attitude towards each other, towards work. That's why when I think of the 3 C's, I think of Talinvest.
Congratulations, Talinvest. Well deserved. I am so proud and so happy, so honored that you have chosen our little charity to support through these years. To Eric, to Tom, to Jim, and Carol, congratulations on this award, and I hope we stay partners for many more years to come.
Your real devotion and love to our charity and the love and devotion you show to your families is very heartwarming. I feel very fortunate to know you, and thank you for all you do, and you deserve this award.
Talinvest, on behalf of the families that we serve at Ronald McDonald House, Orange County, congratulations and thank you for a job well done.
I am pleased to introduce Tom Sherlock, principal and co-founder of Talinvest Capital Incorporated. Tom has been actively involved in commercial real estate finance for 4 decades. He's a graduate of the University of Illinois at Urbana and earned a Bachelor of Science in Finance. Tom serves as an adjunct professor at UC Irvine's Paul Merage School of Business and on the executive committee at the UCI Center for Real Estate. Please welcome Tom Sherlock to accept the Outstanding Small Business Award on behalf of Talinvest Capital.
Well, on behalf of our entire team, I'd like to thank the Orange County Ronald McDonald House, especially Noelle Bercelis and Ruth Wu, for considering us worthy of nomination today. At Talinvest, we believe businesses have a responsibility to make a positive contribution in the communities where they work. And we're grateful to Noelle and his team for providing the link so our belief about corporate responsibility does lead to actual results happening on the ground here locally. The simple fact is that every day it's the Orange County Ronald McDonald House that directly makes a difference for families with children facing health challenges. And we at Talinvest are proud to provide support and contribute to their efforts. While we're excited to be following through on our commitment to make a difference in the community, sometimes we feel that we're the ones receiving the greatest gift. Through our connection with the Ronald McDonald House, we've received letters, we've received notes, we've been able to talk one-on-one with house guests who explain how much the house has made a difference in their life. And we keep getting reminded that success is all about touching other lives. That inspires us to try and do more. We've asked many of our clients the simple question, what charity are you passionate about? Because we would like to thank you for your business by making a donation in your name. Whether their focus is veterans organizations, medical research, education, social welfare, or the environment, more than a few have shifted their thinking on charity from obligation to engagement and passionate support. So in closing, I'd like to extend thanks to the Association of Fundraising Professionals for 2 reasons. First, honoring Talinvest Capital with this recognition. And second, most importantly, for bringing together this room full of like-minded, philanthropically oriented people, businesses, and organizations. As Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. It's the only thing that ever has. Thank you.
Bravo. aren't you writing these things down? They're going to live with you for a while, I'm sure. Thank you, congratulations. Now I am pleased to introduce Dr. Peggy Oliver, Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer at Pacific Premier Bank. Peggy oversees all aspects of human resources and payroll and serves as the Human Capital Consultant, contributing to the formulation and implementation of Pacific Premier Bank's strategic plan. Peggy earned her BS in Behavioral Sciences from Indiana University East and an MS in Human Resources and a Doctor of Education in Organizational Development from Brandman University. Please welcome Dr. Peggy to the stage.
Good afternoon. This is such an amazing event. Us in HR, we don't get out too much, so this is really, really inspirational for me. The Outstanding Volunteer Fundraiser Award honors a volunteer who has demonstrated exceptional leadership in coordinating and motivating others to accomplish a philanthropic project for the benefit of a charitable institution, and one who has devoted a substantial amount of personal time, energy, and creativity to one or more organization, and one who truly exemplifies the spirit of volunteerism at its best. More than 500,000 volunteer fundraisers assist nonprofits in Orange County every year. Please take a look at the screens.
From the beginning, Rosina has been a champion, and in many ways, she reflects what it means to be more than just a silent funder.
She's always the first one that raises her hand whenever our organization is in need. So she is a great fighter. She will fight for a good cause. She will fight for the person that needs the most help.
When I think about her ability to fundraise, the word that comes to mind for me is advocate. She really knows these organizations. She invests time, she listens, she builds relationships, so when opportunities come, she already knows.
She really gives of her time because she's giving of her heart. That to me is what a true volunteer is, somebody who's really giving of their time because there's something there that's bigger than the have-tos.
She lives out these values already day to day. So I think it comes pretty naturally for her to say, this is so important, I'm gonna go above and beyond, or I see why this group and that group would work together, or I know we'd wanna fund this, because it's personal.
Rosina doesn't take no for an answer. Rosina is a person that if she sees that there is an injustice, she will fight for it.
She works through her heart, but uses her intellect and her passion to get things done.
She's not just advocating for us, she comes and actually advocates to us like, hey, you need to step into this. You have an opportunity here. And her thinking is so strategic that she just makes things happen all the time.
I think that the growth of our work in philanthropy for students has really been synonymous with Rosina.
We have a first-time home buyer program, and Rosina is the first one that raises her hand and she says, hey, I will put the resources of our bank available to help those families.
Rosina is a great connector of people, of ideas.
She just knows how to connect people, and we're very lucky.
She knows who's ready for it. She knows how to pitch. She knows how to connect people. I mean, it's like she's part of our organization.
Rosina, muchas gracias. Thank you for all the years of services that you have done for Orange County Community Housing on behalf of our families, our students that we serve. Mil gracias. We couldn't have done it without you.
Congratulations on this amazing and well-deserved honor. Take it in, enjoy it. You deserve it. Thank you for all that you've done.
Rosina, congratulations. This is a well-deserved honor. Thank you for your many years of partnership. We are so grateful to have you here in Orange County.
Please welcome Rosina Gallegos to accept the Outstanding Volunteer Fundraiser Award.
Good afternoon, everybody. And thank you to the Association of Fundraising Professionals of Orange County for creating this forum to recognize incredible individuals that have left a footprint in the communities in Orange County, and for this very special recognition. Shining light on the work that I feel so passionately about is something that fills my heart with what matters most. Mahatma Gandhi said it best: the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. I also want to sincerely thank Santa Ana College, the Orange County Community Housing Corporation, and the Orange County Human Relations for nominating me for this great honor. I am touched and flattered by the wonderful sentiments expressed in the video and for the very meaningful relationships that I care so deeply about that are represented in this award, and their collaboration of shared values. I firmly believe relationships and connections are the birthplaces for making great change. My career in banking started 41 years ago, 25 of those years with Union Bank, and the last 15 years working in corporate social responsibility. I have been fortunate to engage with so many nonprofit organizations represented here today. And I thank you for the work that you do in your space to try to make Orange County a better place for everyone in the world. I am convinced that each one of us can make a difference in our own way. My job in philanthropy reminds me that we need to live with purpose. It is always the right time to do what is right, and there is no better time than through giving back. As Winston Churchill expressed, we make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. At closing, I want to thank all my friends here today, my family, my mother, Laura. Gracias, Madre, por su fortaleza y sus consejos. My husband, Rito, and my children, Carlos and John, for being my support and my biggest fans. Thank you again for this honor. I will not forget it. A very special congratulations to the other 2022 honorees. Thank you.
And we will now begin the second half of our program. National Philanthropy Day was proclaimed, I should say, by Congress back in 1986, signed into law by President Ronald Reagan at the time. Would you now please join me in watching an historic moment? We just discovered this particular video clip about a year and a half ago after it was missing for about 3 decades. So please join us in watching the birth of National Philanthropy Day in Washington, D.C., again, back in the year 1986.
I appreciate this opportunity to be with you today in recognition of one of America's greatest national treasures, the spirit of philanthropy that is so evident among our people. For the first time in our nation's history, a day has been specifically designated to pay tribute to this fine American tradition, National Philanthropy Day.
Isn't that awesome? I always get chills when I see that. And one of our good friends is in the background of that video, and we'll get to see him in just a moment. So at this time, I'd like to ask you to welcome back up to the stage our MC, Maria Hall Brown. Maria.
That was awesome. You know what? Just imagining that moment gives me so much joy, and as now we get to actually visually see it. Our next guest is someone very special to Orange County and beyond. He's my friend and founder of this very day, National Philanthropy Day. Mr. Douglas K. Freeman. Doug is the Executive Chair and CEO of Orange County Music and Dance, and before joining OCMD, Doug had a long career as a lawyer, businessman, civic leader, and philanthropist. He served in a variety of capacities within the nonprofit field, including board chair of the Pacific Symphony, where he is now a lifetime trustee. He's board member and former chair of UCI Foundation Board of Trustees, and board member and now trustee emeritus at the California Institute of Arts. He's received a number of awards and recognitions, among them inclusion in the Orange County Business Journal's list of the 500 most influential people in Orange County, 2016 and 2022, and the UCI Medal in 2006, the university's highest honor. In 2019, he was the recipient of the prestigious Ellis Island Medal of Honor, which recognizes individuals whose mission is to generously share their knowledge, compassion, unique talents, and gifts with those less fortunate. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know him, you're going to get a chance to get to know him now. Please welcome to the stage, Doug Freeman.
Thank you, Maria, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to you all, to our honorees in particular. Every time I come to National Philanthropy Day, I find myself cheering for some, awed by others, but I always leave inspired. Today we were treated to the song that became the theme song for National Philanthropy Day, now more than ever, written by Marvin Hamlisch. I thought you might like to know how that song came to pass. So, first I have to tell you a little bit about Marvin Hamlisch. Some of you know him, others will remember some of the work he did, and some of you may never have heard of him. Marvin Hamlisch died in 2012, but he left an incredible legacy. He was the recipient during his lifetime of 3 Oscars, 4 Grammys, 4 Emmys, a Tony, 3 Golden Globes, and a Pulitzer Prize for his writing of A Chorus Line. The only other person in music history here in the United States to receive those kinds of accolades was Richard Rodgers. So you might ask, how did this musical giant come to write a song for a person he's never met, for an event he'd never heard about? Well, the answer to that is a page from my wacky life. Those of you who know me, I know that I have many pages of wacky examples. So I loved Marvin Hamlisch's music, but I didn't know him personally. I wanted him to write a theme song. This is late 1985, going into 1986. We had received approval by Congress. We needed to get President Reagan's signature, but that was promised to us. And I thought we needed a theme song. Got to have a theme song. And so I thought, why not Marvin Hamlisch? Why not? Had I known all the things he had earned, I probably would never have called him. But the problem was I didn't know how to reach him. When I was growing up, I was always being told, it's who you know that will help you become successful. And that's partly true. But what I learned was it's not just that. It's who you know who knows. And I knew a guy. This guy was Marvin Hamlisch's roommate at college. You can't make this stuff up. And he gave me Hamlisch's home phone. I called him. Now, you don't always remember the things that are important in your life, but occasionally you have an event that you just have it fixed in your brain, like where were you when Kennedy died? We kind of all know some of these things. I can tell you almost verbatim what the conversation was, so with a little bit of editorial discretion, let me tell you what happened. I make the phone call. Hamlish picks up the phone, and in a gruff and kind of annoyed voice, this was 10 o'clock New York time, I called and he says, "Hello? Mr. Hamlish, this is Doug Freeman. I was referred to you by," I gave his friend's name. "Yeah, what do you want?" This is not going well. I said, "Mr. Hamlish, I want you to write a song for me." "Why would I do that?" I said, "Because we have been working hard with Congress. We have a bill that's been adopted by Congress. We're waiting the president's signature. This is a song to honor the men, women, and children." And I gave my spiel about the very kind of people we're honoring today. I knew I had about 20 seconds before he was hanging up. So I finished my pitch. This was not a 3-floor pitch. This was a half-floor pitch. And then dead silence. The longest 60 seconds of my life. At the end of which he said, "Okay, I'll do it. Who are you and where do I send it?" I gave him my name. I gave him my address. No emails. This is 1986. And I said, "Is it possible we could get this in the next, say, month?" And he didn't answer. He just went click. Now, postscript. 3 weeks later, I get a package. I open this package up, and there is a score and lyrics. Now, I, in those days, actually played piano. My friends from OC Music and Dance won't believe this. But I sat down at my piano and I played the song and sang, "God help me." Thank God there were no music teachers or professional voice in my house. But I'll tell you one thing, I choked up. And if you listen to the words this morning when we were honored by listening to the UCI chorus, I choked up again. I don't know about you. So that was good, but I knew that this had to be something that was perpetual. So I presented the song and the chorus and the lyrics. I had it recorded so that we could play it all over the country. And I presented all that to the Association of Fundraising Professionals, then known as the National Society for Fundraising Executives, to use for National Philanthropy Day in perpetuity, which they have been doing all over the country. PPS. About less than 10 years later, I actually met Mr. Hamlish at a concert at the Segerstrom Hall where his music was being performed by the Pacific Symphony. And I had a chance to introduce myself, to shake his hands, and to thank him for that music. I know that you have been inspired by some of the men and women that you have heard today. You will continue to be inspired, I'm sure. Hamlish did his part as well. And my comment to you is, feel the energy in this room. Soak it up and use that energy to inspire others. Every person you energize with this concept of service to others is going to ripple through our society and make new friends, new funders, new volunteers, new founders, new people who have converted their lives from task to joy. And I will assure you that all of us doing that we will make a change in the lives of others. Thank you all for coming. Bless you, and keep up the great work.
And now we all know the guy that knew Marvin Hamlish. All right, so our next presenter is our presenting sponsor, actually, the Orange County Business Journal, which is the publication that connects the people who make Orange County the community that it is. It is one of the most respected and widely read local business publications in the country. The publication is now in its 45th year, and representing OCBJ is Kim Stemper, Orange County Business Journal philanthropy columnist. Kim has been the philanthropy columnist for the Orange County Business Journal since 2012. It's a long time. Kim is honored to share how Orange County businesses and Orange County nonprofits are working together. Please welcome Kim to present the award for Outstanding Mid-Sized Business. Let's welcome her to the stage.
Thank you, Maria, and good afternoon, everyone. The Outstanding Mid-Sized Business or Corporation Award recognizes a business with 50 to 499 employees that demonstrates an outstanding commitment to philanthropy through its financial support of one or more nonprofit organizations, its leadership involvement, volunteer participation of its workforce, thus establishing a role model for other businesses in our community. Please take a look at your screens.
Ware Malcolm has been an incredible partner in so many ways. From their leadership to everyone in their organization, their caring for the community is unsurpassed.
Ware Malcolm has been a committed Susan G. Komen supporter for the past 10 years. And for us, they just embody philanthropy and commitment to their community.
One of the great things about Ware Malcolm is they operate their business the same way we like to do business. It's about a relationship, not just a transaction. And they have been involved with us for the past 10 years. And not only do they write us some great checks and raise a lot of great money for us, but they come out and they volunteer for us.
When I think about Ware Malcolm, I immediately think of Larry Armstrong, who's now their chair of the board. Larry has been involved with us for close to 25 years, and so has Ware Malcolm. The whole company gets involved in terms of helping us help the people who really need the additional support in our community, and for that we are so grateful.
Clearly, their volunteerism comes from the top down, and the dedicated leaders at Ware Malcolm have set this culture that supports this work in the community.
What has been just so amazing to see for Ware Malcolm is how they say yes, how they jump in and support the different needs of the community so brilliantly.
The Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk is our signature event with Ruth Bravovich, who is the champion of the Ware Malcolm Warriors and leading that team for the last decade. They have raised nearly $125,000.
They just really understand that being part of the fiber of Orange County is getting in and rolling up their sleeves and helping the organizations that so very much need additional help.
Ware Malcolm was the first one that said yes to taking in interns at their company. They said yes to being mentors to help students in those most critical last 6 months of their high school year to get them on their way to college or their next step in their journey.
This year we rebranded for our 40th anniversary, and our new tagline is Powering Cures and Realizing Futures. And I just believe that our partnership with Ware Malcolm and all the other organizations that they work with, they're helping all these other organizations do the same thing, to power cures and realize futures for so many that need it.
Thank you so much, Ware Malcolm and the Ware Malcolm Warriors, for your commitment to Susan G. Komen and to philanthropy in the Orange County community. Congratulations on your win.
On behalf of the Pediatric Cancer Research Foundation and all of the families that we serve, thank you so much for giving up your time and your talent. We appreciate all that you do.
Congratulations to the amazing team at Ware Malcolm.
Here to accept the award on behalf of Ware Malcolm is Ruth Brazovich, Vice President, Strategic Initiatives for Ware Malcolm. Ruth has been a member of the company's executive team for 17 years, more than 17 years, and she leads strategic initiatives within the firm, including leadership development, learning and development, knowledge management, and internal communication across the company's 28 offices. In 2013, Ruth launched Ware Malcolm's company-wide program to engage employees in a company-sponsored health, wellness, and fitness activities while encouraging philanthropy and local community involvement. To reflect an even greater emphasis on philanthropy and community service, a dedicated program was established. Please, let's welcome Ruth to the stage.
Wow, what a beautiful and inspiring day today is, just listening to all of the amazing individuals and companies that have been honored. We're in such amazing company. I'm so excited to accept this award on behalf of Ware Malcolm, our CEO, Ken Wink, and our chairman, Larry Armstrong. Thank you so much to the United Way, Pediatric Cancer Research Foundation, and the Susan G. Komen Foundation for your nomination. This was a big year for Ware Malcolm. On April 1st, we celebrated our 50th anniversary. We were established in Orange County, and as part of that celebration, I'm very pleased to share that we have made donations to 50 charities this year, totaling over $50,000. Thank you. As our wonderful folks that nominate us said, I think actions reflect the leadership of the company. We have been so blessed to have Larry Armstrong as our chairman and past president for 28 years, who in my 24-year career at Ware Malcolm has set an amazing example for me and everyone else about the importance of philanthropy. He's done amazing work for the United Way and heading up the United to End Homelessness campaign, which has inspired so many of us, in addition to our annual e-giving campaign. After my own personal battle with cancer 10 years ago, I was inspired to try to really bring philanthropy to our people in a way that they could touch and feel and be a part of. And really our goal is to create more people that want to give and participate in philanthropy. And so 10 years ago, our partnership with PCRF and the Susan G. Komen Foundation began, and both of those organizations have been amazing partners, and we love having our employees and their family members come out. We've had hundreds of people from our company participate in these beloved events, and in addition to holding fundraising and all kinds of great activities to engage our people, and really making philanthropy our culture, part of who we are, and a way to connect with each other and really do something wonderful for our community. Lastly, I want to give a shout out to the Ware Malcolm table. Where are you guys? You guys are amazing. No one succeeds alone, right? We're stronger together. And at Ware Malcolm, we have a hashtag. If you watch our social media, it's WM1Team. And I think what that means is, you know, together as a team, we can really make a huge difference. Not only the Ware Malcolm team, but this amazing team here and all the people we all touch. So thank you so much for this honor, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks.
Wonderful. I cannot tell you how happy I am to introduce our next presenters, Charlie and Ling Zhang, who are platinum sponsors this year. Charlie and Ling have generously supported National Philanthropy Day for many years and continue to support involvement, and their continued support and involvement is unbelievably appreciated. Charlie immigrated to America at the age of 23 with only a clarinet and $20 in his pocket, and now is an Orange County-based entrepreneur and philanthropist who founded the renowned fast casual restaurant chain Pickup Sticks in 1989, which he grew to more than 100 locations. Charlie and Ling co-founded OC Music and Dance in 2017, a nonprofit art school that offers musical training to children regardless of their skill level and ability to pay. Charlie serves on the board of directors of the Pacific Symphony and Pacific Chorale. They were, in fact, the recipients of the 2018 NPD Outstanding Philanthropist Award. Please welcome an incredibly spectacular couple to the stage, Charlie and Ling Zhang.
Thank you so much, Maria. And this is so wonderful. This award recognizes as business with more than 500 employees that has been created culture of philanthropy within the organization. The honoree demonstrate an outstanding commitment to the philanthropy through the financial support of one or more nonprofit organization, and has a stronger leadership, involvement, and the volunteer participation of a workforce, establishing a role model for other business in our community. Please take a look at your screen.
Pacific Premier Bank has been an amazing partner with us. They have helped connect us to other nonprofits throughout Orange County, and their dedication to the students of Orange County, especially low-income areas, is beyond compare.
The biggest part of our relationship with Pacific Premier has been the people. They started volunteering with us almost from the beginning of our relationship, and it really just has been magic ever since.
It's corporate partners like Pacific Premier Bank that allow charities to move their missions forward.
Pacific Premier is dedicated to financial literacy for children as well as adults. So they sponsored 3 weeks of entrepreneur camp in partnership with us and Project Access and Boys and Girls Club, that we could bring the ideas of business ownership, of financial literacy, marketing to young children and really inspire them to grow up to be the future leaders, problem solvers, innovators of tomorrow.
Financial literacy is something our families would never have access to. But thanks to Pacific Premier Bank, they now do, and we are very grateful for that.
The philanthropic spirit at Pacific Premier really starts at the top. Everybody loves serving and loves making a difference in the community. And I honestly think that this is one of the things that sets them apart.
We're so grateful to Pacific Premier and Tristan and her entire team for how collaborative they are. Not only are they a financial partner, but they're out in the field helping us promote our mission and really helping the children of Orange County. They always work with us and they jump right in and say, how can we impact the greatest change? How can we make a difference?
Their goals and their objectives that they want to meet as a corporation that's serving the community. And then of course our mission and vision just go hand in hand in terms of what we want to accomplish to see our communities thrive.
We want to make sure that every child is ready to change the world, and Pacific Premier shares that vision. We had an amazing summer with them, and not only were they there sponsoring us, but they were in the field with us as well.
When I think of Pacific Premier volunteers, they're not just in one area or in one program in our organization. They're really across the entire organization, which is, I think, one of the things that makes our relationship with Pacific Premier so special. And it's really being able to help lift up a community. And we really could not do this without them.
On behalf of the children of Orange County, congratulations, Pacific Premier Bank.
On behalf of Project Access, thank you, Pacific Premier Bank, for making such a significant difference in our communities.
On behalf of Templo Calvario CDC, all of our clients, our board of directors, congratulations, Pacific Premier Bank. You guys deserve this award.
To accept the Outstanding Large Corporation Award on behalf of Pacific Premier Bank is Shirley Scott, Senior Executive Vice President, Director of the ESG and the Corporate Responsibility. She joined Pacific Premier Bank in 2013. Has over 25 years of leadership and management experience within financial institutions.
Mrs. Scott coordinating the development and the execution of a strategic initiative. Support of Pacific Premier is a focus on environmental, social, and the government ESG issue. Please welcome the stage, Shirley Scott.
Good afternoon. Like my fellow honorees, I want to begin by expressing my gratitude and appreciation to AFP on behalf of our CEO, Steve Gardner, our president, Eddie Wilcox, and our nearly 1,500 Pacific Premier employees. We thank you. We don't take this award lightly. We recognize that we're here today because of our amazing partners, and I was really blown away by the kind remarks in the video. I do want to acknowledge we have many of those partners here with us today. Joining us, we have Templo Carvario, CDC, with Families Forward, Project Access, Women's Transitional Living Center, and the Child Creativity Lab. So thank you so much for your support. Just a few words about who we are. I know the video shared a lot of that, but our drive, our commitment to the community really does begin with our board of directors at the top. I've been with the bank for nearly 10 years, and I've been given the privilege to help build our charitable giving and employee outreach program. Of course, this success comes with a great team, many of whom I have here joining me today. We've been able to create a culture that I would describe as more than the checks in the mail. We really do believe in engaging with the community and our partners, getting involved, and then witnessing firsthand the impact that's being made. We really do like to, like I said, touch and feel. Our reward comes from knowing that we've made a difference and that we're seeing those possibilities in underserved and underrepresented communities. So honestly, I'm here really just representing a company, and I can say accepting award for doing what we would do even if no one was watching is a humbling experience and an honor. So again, congratulations to my fellow awardees, and thank you very much from Pacific Premier Bank.
Beautiful. Congratulations. Well, there's so many things to celebrate. PBS SoCal, formerly known as KOCE, has been a proud participant in Orange County for many years, and we are honored to be here. And we're celebrating a little bit this year, starting next week, actually. So let's take a peek.
KOCE celebrates 50 years of learning together.
I like you exactly as you are.
We dream like a fire.
50 years of breaking barriers and building community.
I love knowing where they all came from and that I'm a part of this.
Celebrating the past and shaping the future.
Wear your nationality like a flag. Be proud of it.
Inside us, they burn a flame.
Thanks to viewers like you, KOCE has brought you over 5 decades of groundbreaking arts and culture.
That was really cool.
Trusted news, science and nature, and rich educational experiences that capture the diversity and heart and soul of the region we love.
We were totally amazing.
KOCE, celebrating 50 years of Southern California public media.
And on that note, I am delighted to bring to the stage our next presenter. She's the Chief Operating Officer and Senior Vice President of Education and Engagement, PBS SoCal's Jamie Annunzio Myers. Jamie's been driving operations to ensure strategic alignment across all aspects of our organization since her arrival to PBS SoCal in 2009. She was appointed COO, and she's responsible for the integration of the 2 organizations that merged a few years back, KCET and KOCE. She holds a master's degree in education technology, educational administration, as well as a bachelor's degree in elementary education, and she's certified by the National Board in Technology, and I'm delighted that she is my friend. Please welcome to the stage, Jamie Myers.
Thank you, Maria. We are so fortunate to have Maria on our team at PBS SoCal and KCET, and we couldn't think of someone better to represent our organization here with all of you today. As you saw in the video, as a content company committed, fiercely committed to the community and public good, this is a perfect place for us to celebrate with all of you who are fiercely committed to the community. Today, our Outstanding Founder Award recognizes an individual for his or her achievement, leadership, and vision in establishing a successful nonprofit organization dedicated to providing important charitable services to the community or to improving the quality of life for individuals and families living in Orange County. Please turn your attention to the screens.
Mary Sells is unique in all the world. She saw a need, happened to be in a parking lot in a grocery store, a mother and some children who were experiencing homelessness, and rather than walking by them, she did something about it. Mary went home and talked to her husband Bernie, and they ended up bringing this family into their home.
She created a foundation, which is love, which is what made her make that beautiful decision 35 years ago of helping that particular family that day.
It didn't end there though. She kept finding families that were in need and bringing them home. And so Bernie and Mary gathered a group of their friends. They rented one unit in an apartment building. And as we say, Thomas House was born without even being planned.
What an amazing human being to take a family home with you to your house and then to do it multiple times over.
Mary is first and foremost a mother. And my guess would be she responded to a homeless family from a mother's heart. And secondly, and most importantly, Mary is a woman of faith. And she sees a need, and she thinks, what would a woman of faith do in response to that need?
Thomas House is very unique. You have to have a child under the age of 18. Her goal was to keep families together. And because of Mary founding Thomas House, we have impacted over 1,600 families.
What Mary continues to do for Thomas House is to remind us of the reason that we're here. Mary's the heart of Thomas House.
With love and dedication, she continues to support Thomas House. She bakes cakes for her children for their birthdays.
Mary didn't set out to do something extraordinary. She saw a need and she did what she could. The message for all of us is the needs are so great we can become overwhelmed, but we can each do a little something. And that's what makes a difference in the world.
Mary, on behalf of Thomas House, I would like to say congratulations for all of your support and your vision and your legacy. We appreciate you and we love you.
Congratulations, Mary. Thank you for making that beautiful decision 35 years ago. Your decision not only helped that family in need that day, but it has helped thousands of families throughout these years. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mary. Over 30 years ago, your tender, loving heart reached out to a family in need, and your courage allowed you to risk to do something to help that family. I would hope that all of us would be willing to have tender hearts and be willing to risk like you do. It would make our world a better place.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the amazing founder, Mary Sells.
Thank you so much. My late husband Bernie and I were the seeds of Thomas House, and those seeds fell on fertile ground. Today, I share this honor with hundreds of people with all kinds of backgrounds who made it possible to keep the doors of Thomas House Shelter open. I would like to name all of them, but of course, it's not that much time, and my memory is going at 86. In any case, those people, well, some of them donated financially. Others donated hundreds of hours of volunteer time, and then still others prayed for the families at Thomas House and for homeless people in general. And it paid off. Over the years, Thomas House has sheltered over 1,600 families, And while they were at the shelter, they were able to take the time to heal. And also, they learned new skills to be able to begin a new and hope-filled life. Now, I'm going to ask you if you would consider helping Thomas House keep its doors open to future homeless families in their hour of need. And I would also like to say, I would like to encourage you to go down to the shelter and meet the magnificent staff and see what it's all about. And believe me, you will be touched. Again, I would like to thank you from the very bottom of my heart. And I'm just so grateful. Thank you, thank you. God bless you all.
Well, it is now my great pleasure to introduce our next presenter, Jack Tone, Co-Chief Executive Officer from the Illumination Foundation. Jack is an inaugural member of the Illumination Foundation Board of Directors and became the organization's Co-Chief Executive Officer in 2022. He's responsible for the entire operation of the organization, including the shelters, housing, and infrastructure needs. He has an MBA from the UCI Irvine Paul Mirage School of Business and is a graduate of Southern California Leadership Network. Please welcome Jack to present this year's Outstanding Philanthropist Award.
So good afternoon. The Outstanding Philanthropist Award recognizes an outstanding individual, family, or family foundation with a proven record of exceptional financial generosity and volunteer leadership to one or more Orange County nonprofit organizations. This award is given to someone who has demonstrated extraordinary civic and charitable responsibility and whose generosity inspires others to philanthropic action. Please take a look at the screen.
Jackie is a true humanitarian who gives her time, talent, and treasure to helping those who are the most vulnerable amongst us.
Jackie is among our longest and strongest supporters for the mission of UCI Mind. She's been there for us in times of need, and she's been there for us in times of success. She's a constant, and her unwavering support of our mission.
Jackie gives her whole heart and soul to everything she does, regardless of the charity. When she's committed, she's committed. She is always looking to help in any way she can.
She is created a legacy to help organizations like ours, whose mission is to disrupt the cycle of homelessness, in forwarding their mission.
While NIH dollars are key to our research, philanthropy lets us do things we couldn't otherwise do. And Jackie was really key to us entering a modern age of using philanthropy to accelerate our research mission.
When we first met Jackie, she took the time to tour one of our facilities that houses individuals and families experiencing homelessness. She spent the time talking to families, understanding their issues, and at the end of that meeting, she was in.
I think that Jackie has giving at the top of her to-do list because she's always looking for ways that she can help others.
Jackie has such a way about herself. She's a mover and a shaker. She's a force to be reckoned with. She's constantly introducing us to friends, community that she's involved with, who in turn will come back and help us.
She has this amazing ability to utilize her network to support multiple organizations within Orange County.
We're really honored to be among many organizations that have benefited from Jackie's philanthropy, her philanthropic spirit, her commitment to helping people, and helping our mission to do research to try to find ways to improve the lives of people who are in the throes of dementing disorders.
Her heart and soul is what's really behind what she does. She's an outstanding philanthropist in many ways, but she doesn't do anything halfway. She does it 100%, and I would say more like 150%.
She truly is a hero for many of us, especially our families and kids.
Congratulations, Jackie, on behalf of Alzheimer's Orange County and all the charities that you serve in our community. We are grateful for your service. Thank you.
Jackie, congratulations on this well-deserved honor. We at Illumination Foundation are so fortunate to have you partner with us in our work.
Jackie, from all of us at UCI Mind, thank you for translating your personal commitment, your passion, and your incredible know-how into tangible benefits and meaningful steps forward in our mission to find solutions for dementing disorders.
Now, there are philanthropists, and then there's Jackie Carlson. The difference is that she sees everyone individually, and as my co-CEO said in the video, she sees people, and she cares deeply about people, and that leads to her philanthropy. And that's why we love to have her on as a chair of our board. And you know, I also wanted to participate in the use of quotes, and I couldn't think of a good one. But the one that kept popping in my head is, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. And that's who Jackie DuPont Carlson is. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's our privilege to bring this year's Outstanding Philanthropist Awardee to the stage. Please welcome Dr. Jacqueline DuPont Carlson.
Well, thank you all for attending this 2022 National Philanthropy Day, and thank you, AFP. Wow, what a wonderful organization you are to put this on. I want to also congratulate all the other honorees. I mean, they're just amazing. I could vote for president for Jasmine. My gosh, I hope she runs. Amazing superstars in our Orange County philanthropic community, all of them. OC has been called the Golden Coast of philanthropy. I hear it from Jefferson all the time. However, our county, to me personally, has always been a true reflection of the most generous and kind group of neighbors, friends, who humbly serve others, many times before themselves. Many of you are board members. Orange County is mission-driven. Most of you here today either work for a nonprofit or volunteer for a nonprofit, and we are blessed to have you serving the most vulnerable and your passionate causes. I'm humbled to receive this award really on your behalf, and my husband Mark and I believe really that our faith directs us to support the change that's needed in our community to make this world a better place. We also want to go to heaven and not hell. But seriously, as a Catholic there, it is our spiritual ethic, it's our spiritual and ethical duty to serve, right? Just as John, oh God, Jack, that was a beautiful verse, actually. He's better at that because he's Protestant. So, sorry, Father Damien. We also feel that while volunteering over the years, and so many of you are here today, we've met amazing leaders and friends who've enriched our lives every day, and you're all here today. And you are the best part of philanthropy, is meeting amazing people. I always tell younger people, please volunteer. You're never gonna meet a jerk. I'm so thankful to the video. I mean, that was way humbling, gosh. I'm thankful to Alzheimer's Orange County, where I'm truly a dinosaur there, believe me. UCI Mind, I'm still passionately in love with your research, and I know they're gonna find a cure. And of course, my heart and soul today is with Illumination Foundation, where I serve as their current chairman. Thank you all for nominating me for this award. I really thank Pooja and Jack Tuan, who was just up here, our CEOs and our CFO, John Ng. To quote Father Damien, they are the unholy trinity. They are amazing, they're inspirational, and they really inspire me to be a better person every day, learning from Illumination. I'm also thankful to our fellow mission-minded board members. It takes a strong board to run a strategic organization that does good in our world. And these board members serve alongside me, and we're also fortunate to have them. They dedicate such passion, energy, and zeal toward our community. So thank you. Thank you to all the board members in the room. I'm also very grateful to serve on a few other causes and boards. The Wells of Life Board, which we're really desperately trying to provide clean water to poor rural Uganda. Father Joe in Peru, who Mark and I adore. The University of San Diego Board of Trustees, my alma mater, and they are here today. Thank you for driving out to Orange County. St. Anne's School, who educated our kids. Luckily, they made it through. The City of Hope, I want to thank them for coming to Orange County, because we're excited to have you as a partner. The USC School of Gerontology, right on there. And the Provost Council at the University of Notre Dame, thank you for educating all 4 of our children. They made it through. They're almost made it through. But go Irish. All amazing institutions I named, striving to do good in our world, and we're so grateful to them. Lastly, I'm thankful to my parents, and I better mention my brother because he is here, and my mother, and especially my late father, Richard, who instilled in us the duty to serve the least, the last, and the lost, and give back. Mark and I ultimately hope and pray our children and the future generations of Orange County will do the same. Thank you all very much. Have a great day.
Well, now I would like to introduce you to 2 special people who frankly need no introduction. The 2022 National Philanthropy Day Orange County Honorary Co-Chairs, Victoria and David Collins. Victoria Collins, PhD, brings 3 decades of corporate experience in philanthropic leadership to her pro bono work with executive coaches of Orange County. And as an executive coach, she works with Orange County's nonprofit leaders to face today's challenges and achieve positive results. Previously, she was the co-founder and managing director of First Foundation Incorporated, a comprehensive wealth management firm with banking services as well. As you know, Victoria is known for community leadership and was named Outstanding Philanthropist of the Year at AFP's NPD Day in 2013. She's served on multiple nonprofit boards bringing insights on leadership, fundraising, board development, and marketing. And with a PhD in cognitive psychology, she's authored or co-authored 7 books on how emotions, think about that, how emotions drive financial making and behavior. She's been interviewed on many, many TV shows and quoted in multiple national publications. And her partner, David Collins, is the CEO of Active Living International. The company focuses on the development and operations of senior and active adult communities internationally. He was the founder of ARV Assisted Living, at one time the nation's largest assisted living company. He has more than 30 years of experience in the senior housing industry and served on numerous private and charitable boards in the United States and abroad. Writing is David's avocation. He wrote an award-winning book, Shanghaied, which is a fictionalized memoir of his time aboard an African freighter at the age of 15. He also wrote An Improbable Spy, a novel inspired by his merchant banking business in the Middle East during the Iranian Revolution. Victoria and David love to travel and have visited more than 100 countries. And when at home in Corona del Mar, California, they enjoy visits from their 5 children, 8 grandchildren, and their first grandchild. I am honored to bring to the stage this year's honorary co-chairs, Victoria and David Collins.
Warm welcome. We're so honored. Really, it's a privilege to be here. And I have to tell you, this is one of my all-time favorite days of the year. And I think it is for all of you, too. When you hear the stories that we've heard today, and you hear the, starting off with Jasmine's story, and I have to tell you, I think one of my claims to fame is that I knew Doug Freeman even before he could sing the Marvin Hamler song. I've known him for a long time. You know, David and I believe very firmly that philanthropy and legacy is something that we build each day by what we do. Think about that. What have you done today to build your legacy? What have you done today to help philanthropy? And one of the things that Doug said, he invited you all to take away the the energy in this room and just use it to be inspired. I also want to invite you to take away the energy in this room and pass it on to the next generation. As Maria said, we have 8 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. And it has been our goal to have our children understand philanthropy from the very beginning. And we have some traditions in our family. I won't go into them, but we have traditions that actually each year help them to learn more and more about philanthropy. And we've been so impressed and pleased because they have, in fact, turned into the next generation of people who are supporting others. And organizations, we just before Thanksgiving, we give them a certain amount of money for our donor advised fund at Orange County Community Foundation, and we allow them, or we encourage them, to do the research to find charities, nonprofits that they're very interested in. And so they have supported WISE and Human Options and Girls Inc. and CASA and Age Well, Doctors Without Borders, Teen Leadership Foundation, and many others. And so it is definitely our pleasure to be here today.
The Legacy Award recognizes the cumulative philanthropic efforts of individuals, families, family foundations, and corporations in a period of 10 or more years for their generosity and through their direct involvement with charity. Please give your attention to the screen.
Gina's been part of Girls Inc. for over 20 years. So when I think about a Legacy Award and I think about somebody who has made a true difference in our organization, it's Gina.
She gives of her time, talent, and treasure to help ensure that the organizations she's passionate about are successful.
Since day one, Gina has really been committed to education and providing opportunities for girls that don't have those opportunities to pursue higher education. She made a commitment early on to provide scholarships for girls for their 4 years of college, making a tremendous difference in making sure that girls are graduating, and not only graduating from college, but graduating on time.
Samuel A. Academy is a very unique place to really serve these unique students, specifically foster and underserved kids. You need special people to truly make a difference in the lives of these needy youth. That is Gina Reed to a T.
Gina is relentless, but relentless in a really great way. And when she sees that something is not fair or something is not happening, she will bring the right people to the table.
She does give monetarily to our programs, which is very much appreciated, but it's so much more than that. She serves on our event committee. She talks with me about how to best serve students, and she gives students direct feedback on their presentation.
Gina was one of the catalysts in us building our newly formed relationship with the Samuel A. Academy. And we are now super pleased that this past school year we were able to start our college readiness program there, offering it to all of their girls in 9th through 12th grade. And we were also able to host our Eureka summer camp for middle school girls this past summer.
2 years ago, we didn't have any Girls Inc. programming to impact the female students on campus. And now we've got a multitude of programs on this campus that are impacting our female students every single day. None of that happens without Gina Reed.
And it's really hard to say no to Gina. When she comes to you and says, hey, I'd like to invite you to come here, or I'd like you to think about this, I think people really follow her and really learn very quickly that she is behind something very powerful.
It's a match made in heaven, it really, really is. And at the end of the day, our kids benefit from it, and I couldn't be more thankful.
Gina, on behalf of Girls Inc. of Orange County, our board of directors, and the nearly 5,000 girls that we serve annually, thank you so much for your legacy that you have provided to Girls Inc. here. And thank you so much for all that you contribute to us in so many different ways. Congratulations.
Gina, congratulations on this prestigious award. I don't know anybody more deserving than you are. On behalf of our 800 plus students, 100 staff members, the entire Samueli Academy campus, Girls Inc., and all the other amazing organizations you support. Thank you for the heart that you have. This world needs more people like you. I'm honored to know you, and I'm privileged to call you my friend.
Let's welcome Gina to the stage.
Just to set the record straight, a lot of people tell me no. Just wanted to know. Thank you so much, Lucy, and for those kind remarks. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a froggy throat today, but I would just like to say what an honor it is to be here today. I usually like to be one of the first speakers so that you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the program, but I get to be your dessert today. I want to thank everyone who's really made this happen, the AFP Association, my good friends, Victoria and David Collins, my family, who's right over there, who traveled many, many miles to be here today, and I have some special friends who put their busy schedules on pause to share these moments with me, and especially my heroes from Girls Inc. and Samueli Academy. I can't see you, but I know you're out there. But as most of you, or some of you might have read in my bio, I began my journey as a philanthropist at kind of an early age. I was in high school. I didn't realize I was being a philanthropist. I just knew about this young woman in a faraway country who needed help to eat lunch every day and to go to school. I didn't think that was too much to ask. But I had always felt inside that somehow I had it a little bit easier in this world, so I wanted to help out. But somehow in this vast universe, when you think about it really, this vast universe, I was born a white woman in a free country and a loving family. And I don't have to deal with a government that's repressive to women. I didn't have to deal with racial issues like my sisters of color do. I did have to compete with the men in corporate, but that worked out okay for me. But I've always felt like we have a responsibility to level the playing field for people that are not as fortunate as we are. And I support several organizations throughout Orange County, but Girls Inc. and Samueli Academy and a little school that I helped build down in Guatemala tug at my heartstrings. They help the underserved girls and boys in our corner of the world so that they can have opportunities to help their families and go to college and to better themselves. And as most of us know by this time when we're in this room, time is our most precious commodity. And when I'm even older than I am today, I don't want to have one of those, what I call rocking chair moments, you know, when you're sitting on your patio, and you're thinking about things. I don't want to be sitting there thinking about, I wish I would have done this. I should have done that. I want to be, instead of thinking about that, I want to be remembering how I helped level the playing field and how I helped improve somebody's life out there and made it a better place for them. Just like all of you do today, and just like this wonderful organization does, I want to thank also, or congratulate also the other winners of these categories. It's just a wonderful organization. Thank you again for this wonderful honor.
All right, I would love to bring back our co-chairs, Kay and Sally, so that they can offer our wonderful congratulatory final comments and send you on your way to your continued life of giving.
Well, thank you, Gina, and congratulations again. Now we would like to thank Maria Hall-Brown for serving as our Mistress of Ceremonies this year and for many, many years past. Maria, You always bring such grace along with the spirit of fun to these awards. We appreciate you for your passion and commitment to philanthropy in Orange County. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a robust round of applause for Maria.
We would also like to thank, once again, the exceptional individuals and organizations that we've honored today. On behalf of the members of the Board of AFP and MPD Committee, we extend our deepest appreciation and our enduring respect for the generous contributions you have made that enrich so many lives and help strengthen the Orange County community.
Now please check your Orange County Register this Sunday, November 20th, for a recognition piece honoring our sponsors and all our National Philanthropy Day honorees. Once again, we'd also like to thank the Orange County Business Journal for their continuing and very generous support as our presenting sponsors. Now please hold your applause as we recognize one more time our special guests, honorary co-chairs Victoria and David Collins, and our 2022 Outstanding Honorees, Jasmine Chabria, Talinvest Capital, Orange County Association of Health Underwriters, Rosina Gallegos, Ware Malcolm, Pacific Premier Bank, Jacqueline DuPont Carlson, and Gina Reed. Now we hope you've been inspired by the stories and tributes you heard today, and we hope you'll submit nominations next spring for the individuals and organizations that you'd like to recognize as honorees at next year's 38th National Philanthropy Day. We thank you for joining us and wish you a wonderful holiday season.